I mean, that meeting was very strategic, you know, as far as times and locations on what we wanted when we got to New York. You know, I know we were going to be on a time crunch as far as the day we started shooting. You know, I know it was important to be communicative with all of the models on where the locations were, where we were shooting, what time we were shooting. You know, I also had to let the videographer know what locations we were going to be shooting at as well. So, you know, that meeting was very important, but we didn't use any of that shit. So that was the crazy part. You know, basically it's like we planned all that stuff for no reason, but you know, that's normally how I go into shoots. But hey, sometimes you gotta be ready to adjust, but the adjust that we made was perfect because luckily where we were staying at our Airbnb, it was so many nice like locations and scenery near where we were staying. So we was like, man, we might as well shoot everything right here, make it real convenient on the models. You know, they only had to worry about one address, and we didn't have to worry about traveling to other locations. We were able to just knock out everything in that one location, so it all worked out. So the printing process for this drop was very, very easy. You know, it wasn't a lot of colors in this drop. All of the designs were 2 to 3 colors max. So in the screen print world, when you have a designs that's only 2 to 3 colors, that's like a piece of cake, kinda. You know, they were ready, very quick to print. You know, it didn't take that long. You know, all of the shirts probably took about 30 minutes to print each colorway because it was only 2 to 3 colors each design. So I was very happy with that. I did run into one small mistake, one big mistake. It was supposed to be initially 2 different colorways for the hoodie. I didn't have time to order any hoodies, so it was something that I just had to live with. Drive down to NYC, we left a little late, man, I'm not gonna lie. My energy that whole week was, I did not sleep. From Monday to leaving New York, I didn't get no rest. You know, my main focus was making sure that the meetings were going as planned, locations was going as planned, everything that I planned out for this drop, it was supposed to just, my main focus was that everything was just going as planned. So I didn't really sleep, so I was really worried about how I was going to do on the drive to New York, but I drove to New York a lot of times before myself, so we made it out there safely. I was waiting on everyone that was riding with me. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know all of those people was riding with me, but luckily I got a truck, so we made it happen. Everybody was comfortable, but luckily my girl was able to put some out bags in their car, so it all worked out. You know, it was a vibe, a lot of different creatives all bunched in together. You know, I was blessed to be able to work with all of the people that did come to New York and the people that were out New York as well, and everything just came together, man, and it went great. I mean, when I first got to the city, what was going on in my head is go time. You know, it wasn't no time to really be joking around, playing around. It's time to get to it. You know, that was my mindset. I wanted to capitalize off of every moment while I was out in New York. You know, especially this was my first time having like a cameraman follow me the whole entire time I was out there. So I definitely wanted to take advantage of every moment possible, you know. And I feel like we did a good job at that. As soon as we got in Brooklyn and I started noticing the graffiti, man, it's just like a light bulb clicked in my head like, yo, we might as well shoot this shit in the area. Like, it was too perfect, you know what I'm saying? The collection was based around graffiti. It was so much graffiti literally where we lived at. It was literally no purpose of even going anywhere else type shit. So as soon as we got in Brooklyn, I seen that, I'm like, yo, I already knew that we were gonna be on to something big. Once I seen what we were surrounded by and like the scenery and everything, just the feeling of it, it felt right, turned out great. The only thing that was really, really on my mind was, you know, I know that we had to tell the models that, hey, we were gonna change locations. You know, so I knew that would maybe affect some people from coming, you know, depending on where they were traveling from. But like I said, that even worked out. We had way more models than I expected. So I was just really, my main focus was like, damn, I don't want people to think like, you know, we're on some miscommunication shit or they're looking at us unprofessional because we didn't change locations at the last minute. But luckily that worked out for us. So that was really the only thing that was on my mind. Like, damn, I just hope everything goes smooth, everything go as planned. Literally, I didn't sleep at all, you know what I'm saying? I dropped them off to the hotel, got back, this nigga Justin hit me with the, we can't check into the Airbnb. So I'm thinking, after I dropped them off, I'm about to go to the crib and go to sleep. We end up just riding around, bullshitting for real, just waiting until we could check into the Airbnb. Found out that shit, I'm just like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little frustrated. I'm like, but at the same time, we out in New York, I'm gonna make the best out of this shit. So we find this little park, supposed to go for a walk. I end up fucking running like 12 laps around the park. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I gotta make my time occupied. We waiting, I might as well do something productive. So I end up getting a nice little workout in, you know, end up having fun. I honestly enjoyed that we went to the park. You know, we was just fucking around, ain't had shit to do. So even when we left the damn park, it's finally time to check in. I got 2 hours worth of sleep. Literally, Justin wake me back up like, G, come on. I'm like, are you serious, nigga? I'm like, are you serious? So we work, you know. After that, we pretty much just back to it. Had to go get a microphone, stopped, got some food again, checked out a couple stores and shit, and just was chilling for real. I ain't take a shower or none of that shit. I'm just same shit on for Friday night. I had that shit on all Friday and half of Saturday. So damn, you just perfed out on me, Slim. Fuck, I don't even know if I can do it like that.
Two. What y'all niggas, y'all going, y'all matching each other?
Yeah, hold on, nigga. I did that, you gotta do.
You gotta switch it up.
Look, this is what you gotta do, We gonna do 10 of them, then after that you gotta do 15 push-ups.
I can't be a bit. Can you hold this, bro? I feel like I'm missing out on some shit.
There we go. Yeah, that shit crushed me.
That nigga need to get his reps in.
That shit crushed me.
Yeah, Killer K.
Muscle your arm like it worked on every single joint. I had a color for every single. What was that board?
It's like a board.
Oh yeah, I got this little push-up board joint where you can rotate like different push-up positions. That shit.
It's like.
That's why I work out, bro, because that shit literally make me feel happy. And if I don't do that shit, I feel like the worst person in the world. I be feeling bad as shit about myself if I don't work out, bro. So I don't care if it's just 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm gonna try to get something, man.
You getting up right now? Okay, how you feeling?
Pretty good, to be honest. I'm really tired, but I'm extremely ready to get started with the day.
Got a live interview, man. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling alright, bro. I'm still sleeping and shit.
I need just.
I mean, man, still getting like 3-4 hours of sleep. Huh? God got me back up, ready to run the streets.
Lifestyle, y'all. Can't miss nothing. All the opportunities, never miss it.
We gonna lock in, get this bitch cleaned a little bit. Straight to sleep. Put it in Wendy's pocket and go straight to sleep. I'm telling you, we gonna go to sleep for at least 3 hours. 4 hours.
I believe it,
We
bro.
gonna be knocked out, bro. We gonna wake up at like 11, 12.
I got a
Shower though, now I ain't gonna allow it, bro.
around the whole park and shit. This look like some shit you
Careful,
see
there's
on.
some bikes coming.
This look like some shit you see on GTA.
Que pata?
Look at her caressing her car.
Morocho. Sinabanocho. What's going on? This the line?
What you need to do?
This the line?
But they lifting
You trying to get a car wash?
No, watch both sides.
Oh, go behind the blue car?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
They lifting that nigga car up and everything.
Nah, we gonna have to get out. They gonna have to clean the inside of this bitch.
that nigga.
Nah, they gonna vacuum the inside.
This shit crazy.
No way niggas come in here and buy the watermelon joint.
Smell this joint right here. This shit.
This arc of the story is called Car Wash.
Y'all gotta fuck with me now, helping people whip pain, man. I should need a deep detail for real, bro. Yeah, but I need my seats and shit shampoo, all the screen print people being right there, paint and shit. It's alright though. When I get a detail and I get all the paint and shit out, bro, I'm gonna put fucking covers on the seat. I'm gonna protect the level, bro.
Which one y'all like more?
Man,
They
I ain't gonna lie,
sweet.
bro. Your joint look a little, definitely, league joint tight. It look like it's gonna punch, but your joint look like, they both
Listen,
look like they
if it's
strike.
too tight, then it's like
it's not
hard,
just
it's
you
hard
guys.
to
You
pull.
gotta sell that joint hit. We gotta.
Yeah.
This joint look like it's gonna strike off the just 1-2 hits. Off the just, you know.
Yeah.
And watch them.
already know.
Watch my ashes.
Y'all already
Make sure you
know.
get my ashes on
Get
that
my
can.
ashes too.
Make sure you
Get
get
my
those
ashes
ashes,
too.
gang.
Cause yours is looking
Y'all
a little
funny.
too tight.
Shit.
It's a little too compressed. I'm not. Y'all hear that?
Nah, though, bro. Look, she like move the joint. I'm like, I'm not trying to move this.
Mine is valid. His
So
is
we go
not.
back
I
to the
won.
crib.
If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Don't forget to unclocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making that
Look at how I burn it.
Everyone's a winner, we're making that
And then it perfectly.
Shit burning like a fucking nose.
Oh shit! I do got lip gloss on there. My bad.
Nah, you got.
This that shit right here. We remixing this. Me and Lodi. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. This straight watch, bro. But no, the instrumental, we're doing the slow. Yeah.
I want one of them type. I'm gonna be getting like old school.
Like the
whips and shit,
1970s
too.
joint, 1980s
Like
joint.
them,
Fuck
like the joint
yeah.
Tommy had off of
Yeah.
Power, bro.
Yeah.
Like them type
That's with the
joints.
top off, yeah.
Yeah, them type of joints. I want something like that. Driving.
Oh, shit.
We need a driver, bro. We'll really be black truck.
Yeah.
We already black truck. We just don't got no driver.
It's like we got the black truck gotta be driven.
Yeah.
I didn't know your whip had the outlets, the power outlets. in the
Yeah,
back.
that's clutch. That's the one thing I really do like about that. Is this flight club right in the line?
Oh no. I'm about to ask. Excuse me, are you guys in line for Flight Club?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what we said too, bro.
Damn, it's like that.
The
But
vintage
he
spot.
coming too. This shit probably about to be really expensive though, cause it's not a thrift. It's vintage clothing.
Higher or lower than 20?
Higher than 100. Higher than I'll steal your mama.
This motherfucker right here, son. I do this kind of dirty. I'm trying to tell
You
you.
know what you want, bro.
Like, nobody at home had nothing like this.
Low top.
Yo, you got any gift, phone? At this point, before we went to the studio, how many hours do you think you've been up, and like how much sleep do you think you've gotten in that amount of time?
I mean, before we went to the studio, I was running off of 2 hours of sleep. Literally, I only had 2 hours of sleep from the time we got to New York and was back hitting the road. They went to the studio. I didn't sleep, and even when we left the fucking studio, I started steaming shirts. What time we end up leaving the studio? I know our session was supposed to end at 5 or 6.
Our session was supposed to end at 6. The session was done at 5. It was like 5.
Yeah,
That shit
so
was done.
it was 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We get back to the crib. It's fucking 6-ish. It's like heading damn near 6 in the morning. I started steaming the shirts because I knew the photo shoot was scheduled for 12 or 1 o'clock.
It was scheduled for 1.
Yeah, it was scheduled for 1 o'clock the next day. So it's fucking, we get in the crib around 6 in the morning. Photo shoot at 1 o'clock. I'm like, bro, if I go to sleep, I didn't want to risk the chance of going to sleep and waking up like too late, 30 minutes prior to the photo shoot or something, because I know I was dead, bro. I wasn't going to really get that much sleep. Oh, my bad. Shit, I got some, you know, Levin, Silenzio sweatpants, Silenzio shirt, unreleased shit, you know. That's how we doing it, man. Young Lear on the way, man. EP dropping soon.
Yes, sir.
100K.
Amazing. Real calm. In the moment.
That's my man. That's the manager.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, my boy? Everything good?
Hey, shit, cool.
You rapping today? Talk to me.
I might be rapping today.
That's what I want to hear.
I really might be rapping today. I'm ready to get this shit started, though.
Driving the beat. It's the big body.
Yeah, man.
Y'all drove all the way here like in this?
Hell yeah.
Beep, beep. Time for you today, man.
That was that 5-hour drive? What was that?
3 hours.
What's up with y'all, man? Y'all ready? We're 4 hours of sleep.
Are you fishing on? Here.
This shit's sketchy.
Anybody else ready?
First things first, let me say this. I'ma have to go if I don't say it. This the battle of my life and the ops you see.
Yeah, I let the J burn to the end because I'm not finished. I learned to be careful with time because it's not given. I bet you think it is, we'll take it back, I'm not tripping. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I can't stop sipping.
Feeling good, man. We in the stew working with my artists. Young League, man. Got an EP on the way. Young up-and-coming artist, hungry. Watch out for him.
Stop spitting. I caught a bump in the road, now I can't stop tripping.
So I'm like, let me steam all the shirts and shit, cause I had to get all the shirts steamed up and ready to go. I don't like my clothes to be wrinkled and stuff and photo shoot. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and knock out the steam, and I end up staying up for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours, just steamed up everything for the shoot. After that, man, this nigga Yanni, we went to go grab some food after we started steaming. Got back, so it's like 8:39 by the time we finished doing everything we doing, bro. Went to sleep, shit, I still was the first one up. I woke back up around like 10:45, 10:50, I think it was the exact time I woke up. Woke up around 10:50, saying that everybody was still asleep. I let everybody sleep for a second, then I woke everybody up. I'm by the side of here, but they for the models. Yeah, they for the models.
There's a lot of hangers.
Yeah, bro. I just started steaming these drinks. So I'll show you how I steam real quick. Thanks, gang. Thanks for the footage. 6 in the morning, no sleep.
Fresh out the stew.
Fresh out the stew from a 12 to 6 session. Photo shoot at 1:30.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
This is what you call doing what's hard and necessary rather than what's easy and fun.
Hell yeah.
I want to go to sleep. But I'm in here learning how to sleep.
Batteries on the charger.
Alright, gang. Thank you. I'm gonna go put a little bit more water in this joint, bro.
Why you putting water in it?
Because that keeps the steam going and the pressure of the steam. We need water. Hanging my suit, bro. Yeah, bro. Let me hang the shirt. Put that shit on. I don't want you to get dirty before the shoot, though, bro. Yeah, ain't gonna fix it. Hell no.
Damn. Damn.
Damn, K was gonna take my whole shit.
Fuck that shit.
Everybody's so comfortable.
Hey, that. They said the same shit. Nigga, people was looking at me crazy early when I was real out that bitch running. I know you was like, damn, this nigga real out running.
Yeah.
That shit, bro. That shit was more like some. I needed that, bro. I needed that shit. And all these joints. I had some good. Order all these shirts just because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many people are actually gonna be it, so I just want to make sure I got enough for everybody.
Yeah. So how do you like, once everybody finish modeling your stuff, do you just like take the stuff back?
For this stuff right here, yes. But I'm giving them free pieces of stuff that I had from old drops, so they still are going to receive something Silenzio, you know, when the shoot is over with.
I'm about to use a classic.
I'm a classic man.
Fuck these, bro.
Yeah, matter of fact, you was up before me, Justin. Then you woke up because you on leak. Then y'all niggas left out.
Yeah, you got done steaming and you finally went to sleep. So I woke up mad early and Leak, I think he was smoking or something.
Yeah.
Shit. I was like, Leak, bro, let's go look around for location type shit. That way, cause you was probably, I didn't want you to not be sleeping. And then you gotta wake up and then
be
go
worried
scout
about the locations.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm up right now.
Yeah, and I appreciated you for doing that. You know what I'm saying? When I woke up, Justin like, G, I already found some good locations. He walked me through the locations, and the locations were great. So the shit, all I had to really do when I woke up was just change my clothes, wait for the models. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, even the models came like semi on time, not all the way on time, but semi on time. We end up starting to shoot probably like 45 minutes to an hour late than we expected it, but it still was good enough, you know what I'm saying, for everything to go smooth. Some models came late, but they came like right when we was about to start the video production, so everything worked out the way it needed to work out. And I damn near dropped the tail out there, man. After this shit was all over, man, I remember we was on the roof and shit, on the rooftop. I'm like, that shit really hit me, like, deep. I'm like, damn, like, I really made this shit happen, man. Like, the feeling was unexplainable, man. You know, I know I put in a lot of work, and it was a lot of moving pieces to even bring this shoot together. Even from, we had fucking models that were willing to travel from DC to New York to even be in the shoot. Then we had people that was in New York that was participating in the shoot as well. So it's like just making all that happen. You know, I was very thankful and blessed for the people that I have around me. You know, they helped me make that shit happen, and for everything that just went so smoothly like that, it was really, man, it felt good. It felt good. I mean, luckily, Josiah, shout out to Josiah Powers, man, one of the top videographers coming up out of NYC right now. Luckily, he was able to, I hit him up and asked him, was he able to find models for me? He said he was going to be able to find a couple models for me, so I didn't really have to work too hard on that. And then you having people that knew people in New York, and then I was in touch with Josiah, it made it all smooth as far as working with the people out there. You know, they were able to find NYC models for me to come to the shoot, so I didn't have to work too hard finding the models. You know, luckily everyone came. Some people canceled, had a handful of people canceled, but we still had hella heads. We still had like what,
Like
maybe 12, 13
13
heads, like 13
Yeah.
people.
The dice game alone had 5 people.
Yeah,
in it,
4 or 5
6
people.
people standing around watching.
That's what I'm saying. Like we still had like
Close to, like, 15
Yeah,
people.
we still had like almost close to 15 people, which is wonderful for me. You know what I'm saying? I expected more, but 15 was a lot. Like planning the shoot, I was telling them, yo, reach out to whoever you fucking know, your sister, your cousin, whoever we can get. Just tell them come through. You know what I'm saying? I wanted as many people as we could get, just in case some people did cancel. We still had ended up with a nice amount of people, so it all worked out perfectly. You know, and just from experience, I know like when you having shoots and shit, sometimes you want to get as many people as you can. Especially I'm going to another city I'm not from. I don't really know nobody out there. I was trying to get as many people as I can get. Shout out to Killer K, man. She crazy hard with the lens, but man, I was nervous as shit, man. We was just like, you know, doing a little party, having a little fun the night before, going to the studio, so, you know, it's expected. Killer K had me nervous, though, man. She pulled through, man. Like I said, shout out to Killer K, because she really did pull through. She had me nervous. I'm like, fuck, this my camera girl. I can't. How many times did I kept saying, like, Killer K, you gonna be good? Like, I kept asking her, like, you good? You sure you wanna come with us to the studio? Because I needed her to be locked in on Sunday. But she did an amazing job. She didn't let the, you know, her having fun affect her work. And I respect that. You know, we all can have fun. But if it start getting involved with the work, can't have that. And she did a hell of a job of not letting that happen. So I'm proud of her for that.
I want to know what you learned about yourself.
I'm a fucking beast, man. I'm a fucking beast, bro. I'm Mr. Make It Happen. That's my new nickname after this trip, Mr. Make It Happen. Like, I make shit happen no matter where I'm at. I really made this shit happen. And like I said, man, that was just the dog in me, you know. I wasn't gonna let anything stop me from making this shit turn out good. And it turned out great. Shout out to everybody that was in this project, man. Justin, Yanni, Killer K, Josiah, Isha, Kevin, Chris, Leek. Shout out to forget all the names, but shout out to everybody that was a part of this project, man. All the way down to Autumn, Bakaya, just anybody who was there on set who contributed to anything. I don't care if you went to go get a bottle of water, man. Just shout out to everybody that was a part of this project. I deeply appreciate it, and I can't wait to show y'all what we got coming.